Aujourd'hui c'est samedi. Parlons en français, je ne peux pas parler français, parlons en français. Où allons nous allons, non, nous allons nous l'appliquer. Comment va aujourd'hui? Ça va bien? Avez-vous faim? Non, je suis pas. What else? Il est midi? No, it's not il est midi. Il est toi. Yeah, il est toi, il est 12 heures, 3 heures. Il est toi, 12 heures, 3 heures. Yeah. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. Es un journey est soleil. Le ciel est bleu. Yeah. Windy. Ventoux. Yeah, ventoux. Okay. Anyway, parlons anglais. Now, first thing first, today it is a sunny day and some of you might question why am I not on the mountain snowboarding, skiing. The answer is actually very straightforward. Normally I like to do every other week, which is once every 2 weeks. I think that's great, but at the same time this week's supposed to be eating out with friends week, I think. Yeah, basically meeting up with friends. That's why. And of course, the most obvious explanation I will always say is I got lazy. Huh, is this cherry blossom? I have no idea. Do let me know. Looks like cherry blossoms trees to me. But what do I know? I'm not a botanist. Okay, anyway. So that's that for an update for today. Saturday. Today is also Pokemon Community Day. So I think that's the last most plausible, not say plausible, last reason that I can actually use. It's Community Day today. It's okay. And that's that. So Saturday, I have a very interesting topic, but I don't know how to start off. That's the annoying part. But you know what, let's go straight to the juicy part of the vlog for today. Is not say investment, but financial, right? Today is a financial week, and all this while, I mean, the past week or the past few vlogs have been talking about market crashing down, and today it's I won't say official, but the official strategy that I am going to place. See, so this is so the most obvious thing, at the same time, cold, but I like this sunshiny day. And is somebody coming out? Nope, roping up. So they go in clean and come out from the other side. Okay, makes sense. And yeah, market has been going down. It's not great, it's not good, it's not nice, it's rubbish. Don't like it. Yeah. So how do we counter that? Actually, it's very simple. We stop buying stuff. And I think for the past few days I've been saying, right, setting up restrictions. Setting up restrictions and make ourselves not able to buy. And to top it off, today has a Disney drop, and I did not buy for the collectibles, which is a huge win in my point of view. Not because I didn't buy, but I can resist the urge to buy, and that is a huge win, and that is very, very important because let me go to a quieter place. Okay, so across the road we're going to be in a quiet place. Now the reason is it's a huge win is that when it comes to anything high risk, right, for collectibles, not to say high risk, but collectibles and crypto NFT and stuff like that, if you're going to buy for investment, they are actually one of the highest risk out there. And to be able to taper down my emotions, able to stop spending, putting more money in, is a huge win regardless. And that's what's great, because we also want to go through our plan, our Q3 plan, which technically supposed to start already, but Q3, yeah, supposed to start already in April, because end of March that's where Q1 ends. Yeah, and that's that. Because looking at the economy today, obviously last week was a huge downtrend. People people, I mean, if I were to continue buying, of course I will lose money. That's given. That's a given fact. And of course, there's things that I have to. What do you call this? What is the name? Huh. Okay, I really don't know. I really forgotten the word. But anyhow, it's we want to save. Obviously, want to save us. Okay, my train of thought just went lost because of that one particular word. No, not good. Okay, let me rewind a bit. Zip. Is that, yes, high risk, we need to know when to stop. So in order to protect our investment, and that's one. And of course, when our investment tank, there's only two things to do. Either you hold it or you sell it. Know when to quit. Okay, that's that. For me, I decided to ride with it. You can say it's a dumb move. Chances are it could be a dumb move. Number two is I managed to take out a bit of profit over there, so my loss is not that great. That's another thing. Another thing is I'm not looking at monetary value at the moment. I'm looking at assets. So assets could be one thing, products could be one thing, but at the same time, digital products might be another issue. That is one thing I'm going to put in a vlog. That's the thing we're going to learn for this year. Okay, so the next part is strategy. No, not strategy. Like investment. We don't want to put more money in. We want to stop the bleeding, and by stopping the bleeding, the easiest way to stop a bleeding is never give in to emotion, and that's what happened. That's why the Disney drop, I did not put more money in because I know it would drop down in price. Number two, it didn't fulfill the criteria that I set to myself. Hey, is it a top big brand? Yes, it is a top big brand. Check. Is it something that I like to collect? Answer is no. So instantly we already kick off that drop. Sure, it is a Disney villain drop, but the art style is just meh. So in my opinion, I'm not bothered. And on hindsight, not say on hindsight, but with that decision, some of the items are cheaper than retail, and of course that falls to business. But if you want to buy something, you need to buy under retail at all costs. First reason is if you were to buy and lose money, okay? And let's say you buy and the moment the value just goes zero. It's like toys. To me, it's like I buy something that I like. I buy something that is on retail. It's sticker price, and if I think the sticker price is too expensive, I'm not going to bother. So like some of the Batmans that I've bought, yes, sure, the price went down a little bit, but because I paid retail, am I very sad? No. Am I sad? A little bit, right? Because obviously you want collectibles to go up in price, but if we are too short-sighted, things like that will destroy all the things. Strategy. Last one is your exit strategy. Are you playing in to flip money? Is it a long-term, short-term? Many things. Nice house. So if it's me, like if I were to buy a house like that and then I stay for my whole entire life, is it a good buy? I would say it's a good buy. Is it overpaid? Well, that depends how much I paid. Let's say this is actually very nice little facade. Okay, let's say this is a $1 million home. I paid $1 million. First thing first, can I afford? The answer is no. And if no, then obviously I can't buy. And that's why I don't own a house yet. I definitely won't buy this. That's for sure. So that goes back to the whole entire strategy, or the most important topic for today is sometimes you have to be rigid. Okay, like for example, price, I'm rigid. Retail or under, never over. I got burned too much already, and on top of that, I really gave in, and in the end of the day, I can't take that risk. It's not in my blood per se. Some people can. For me, it's a no. Simple as that. So I have to be rigid on that. But at the same time, I cannot be too rigid that even though it's under retail, it's buy. That makes no sense because I'm losing money. I will lose money for sure, right? So that's one of the small little things we have to wiggle around, and I think it's great. We did good. I mean, the choices that I make did good. Sure, we might lose money. We have lost money, and that's the reason why all these rules are in place. Now, final one for an investment before we go to re-strategizing later, because it's Pokemon Community Day. Don't want to make this vlog too long on the first half. Is when we get into an investment, the first rule that I always put up out of everything is when you buy something, it's a money that you will never see value at the end of the day. That's the first thing we have to come in terms, because by doing so, we can actually taper our expectation, fine-tune our, basically taper our expectation. We won't get too disappointed if we lose everything, and to me, I think that's the most obvious, the best emotional habit to learn. Sure that there are a few more things I can, tack on, add on, fine-tune a little bit more. Because like for example, my season pass for Whistler, right? Did I fully utilize it? Most likely not. But did I enjoy using it? Sure. So what did I learn from there in my whole entire skiing and snowboarding experience? Number one, season pass is really, really convenient. Just go down there. You don't really need to bother about how many times you've been on, how many times you left on your card or whatever it is. Just go down, go to the mountain, bing bang boom, done. Hop onto the next bus back home. The only downside is I realize the pass is not worth it. It's the commute to the mountain that I hate. So being said, is the pass fully utilized in my opinion? It makes me learn a few things about what I like and don't like, and is it convenient to go to a certain activity, stuff like that. Because if I stayed beside Whistler, it is an everyday no-brainer, easy. But at the same time, now I need to find another local hill with a cheaper price tag and a much more convenient transportation. Well, that's that for the first half. I know there's a lot more to talk, but I'm going to leave it that for tomorrow or later. To learn. And we are out for round 2. Most likely we're going to have boba tea instead rather than grocery shopping. So that's that. And we still want to keep window shopping on the camera. And actually that's part of the part 2 strategy for quarter 2. Yep, that's right. And let's start off with the introduction, not say opening for part 2. $6,000. Actually it's more than $6,000. I just realized it's about $8,000. 8,000. Oh no, it is 6,000 US dollars. I calculate correctly. But let's round it up and make it 8,000 instead, because that's inclusive of a lot of random gibberish that I buy that is not inclusive of investment, collectibles, or activities. But it is, wow, it is such a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna sum it up to 10,000 just to make things easier, right? $10,000. From the previous calculation, that's one full, not say one, if it's $12,000, it's one full year to live, not to say comfortably, but just scraping the barrel of the bottom. If I manage to get a rent that is less than 1,000, about $600-700-ish. Actually, I'm still trying to get the $600-700 apartment if I can. Anyhow, that's how much money that I have, not to say invested, but the combination of invested, putting money into winter activities, buy snowboard and whatnot for the whole, since I started work. No, we cannot say started work because I cannot include the what do you call this? The PR? No, actually no, PR is also quite high. Alright, time for part 2. Yes, part 2 it is, and we're gonna open up with it's time for strategy and stuff, right? So we're gonna open up with a very simple statement, and this is no hidden, I'm not gonna hide anything as much as I can. Is we've spent, let's see, 6.5 thousand for investment, quote unquote. We spent about almost 2,000 for winter activities. That's excluding transportation. But winter activities is okay, so we can let. I mean, I don't mind. That's money worth paying, in my opinion. Is it? Could it be better? Of course, it could be better. Okay, so that's that. Next winter activity, we're gonna get a pair of skis. Yeah, we're gonna go ski instead. So that will be another different cost. I thought buying snowboard would be just nice, right? But no, we're gonna learn how to ski as well. So that is cost incurred as well. But then again, looking at how I've been spending for winter, it's not that bad actually. $2,000. Okay, anyway, because all my under winter activity is about what, $1,500 plus rental board and everything, so extra $500. $500 to own plus season pass. Okay, I mean, could be better, but yeah. All right. So that's that. Collectibles, yeah, collectibles. That one plus minus. We are spending about $300-400 a month. That's ugly. Let's say we go 500. Just for easy calculation. It's month of April. I know April we didn't spend a lot, but still using that as a benchmark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 6 months down the road, that's $3,000. So in total, let's sum it up: $12,000. Yes, you know what? No lies, and that's how much it is. Half of it, in fact, more than half of it. Oh no, it is 10,000. Is actually came out from the, not to say emergency funds, but the combination of rebuilding the emergency fund period. Of course, I got my emergency fund, so I still have my $6,000. That is critical, right? Never ever used $6,000. On hindsight, which is great, I didn't use it, so therefore we are kind of safe. So $12,000. Some people, I mean, for you out there, you can say, oh, that's a lot of money. And from some another perspective, that's actually very little money. $12,000 is little when I factor in the general expenses here in Vancouver. Plus, if I don't manage to get a housemate / cheap apartment, so I have to actually you probably only can get 6 months, and that's the main strategy for this quarter 2, right? April to June, this next 4 months actually. So April, May, June, 3 months. Oh no, sorry, 3 months, not even 4. Alright, so within these 3 months, we are trying to save as much as we can, and we're going to work towards the $6,000 second emergency fund. Yes, that's right. Now the second emergency fund works as the primary emergency funds. We're not going to touch it. We're going to put somewhere safe that we can withdraw easily. Yeah, that's about it. Unfortunately, putting in GIC is out of the question. It's just, I don't know, locking up for a year and then you see miserable interest. Not really my cup of tea though. Really not my cup of tea. But as low as the interest sound, I think it's worth putting inside there anyhow, right? Because secondary emergency funds is something that I want to access, not immediately, but as best as I can, try not to use it. Same goes to primary, but both also have to be easy access. See, that's the tricky part right now. It's what can we do, or how can we save our $6,000, or rather the next $6,000. But before we go into the savings, we're gonna talk about the most obvious question. That's a street sweeper. So the most obvious question is, how can we save $6,000? So in this case, we have to apply my aggressive plan for like last year. The aggressive plan is to save, assuming that I'm gonna move to a different province or a different place, and I need to pay double the rent. Okay, and of course this is a pseudo scenario, so I need to recalculate my budget, need to push down a lot of things, and it's gonna be tough because I don't think I can save $1,700 a month. It's literally impossible, right? It is impossible. So what we can do is we can use our 3 months right now to gauge our threshold. Like how much can we actually push for savings? And to do that, we need to restrict ourselves from buying rubbish. I don't know, investing, right? So I'm going to categorize them as that we have to reduce as best as we can. So for one restriction, at least we already enable one restriction, which we're not going to put any more money into the investment account. And because but still, it's going to be tough. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be tough because I want to buy a camera and I want to buy a e-bike, e-scooter, e-bike, those type of stuff, and that it's money. That ain't fun, okay? Not gonna lie, that ain't fun. But yeah, anyhow, this is the quarter two aggressive strategy. Save as best as we can, alright? And if we can spend less so for these 3 months, if I can spend nothing at all for collectibles and investment is out of the question because we locked ourselves. That is a promise. That's a sweet bike. Okay, well, went for window shopping, see what I like, see what I don't like, see what I want to spend, but I didn't spend at the end. Oof, it is crazy. Anyway, let's do a quick recap of what can you buy with $12,000. A lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of stuff. Even though I cut by half, 6,000. Right, 6,000 buys NFT. Could have bought some real world physical merchandise, products, utilities, tools. Whew, 6,000. That's half of the scooter that I want. That's half of the high-end scooter. Could have easily bought that. Anyway, enough about that. Ooh, accident. We're gonna take some pictures. Yep, accident. Always have insurance when you drive. Very important. Plus, pay attention to the road, right? I've won too many accidents in my lifetime, so no. Anyway, yeah, 12,000. A lot of things. But to move forward, we will definitely need to up our ante. $500. So right now I've decided, or rather I've been actually trying to push at least $500 a month minimum. Yeah, minimum. That's a non-negotiable thing. It has to be 500 per month. Put it in as the original plan that I have put. We want to at least have, the forecast is within 6 months I should have at least 3,000. So if we start today, month of April, by the end of the year we should have a comfortable $4,500, which is actually very bad, technically very bad, but I think it's worth pushing. And yeah, we shall see. We shall definitely see at the end of quarter 2. Yep. And that's it. That's all I have for you for today. Je te revis demain. Nous nous rentrons à la maison maintenant. yeah, it's gonna be a very uphill. I mean, it's an uphill battle that we need to fight. Yeah.